What's up, everybody? I am here in my kitchen and the sun is setting that way and it's coming through the blinds. That's why I look like this. And I kind of have my face in the shadows. That way it's not in my face. I thought, why not use that light to demonstrate a lesson? It's a very powerful, I use that word a lot, powerful. This is a technique that I want to give you guys that can dramatically transform your interactions with people, specifically people that you're sensitive to. These tend to be family members. They tend to be really close friends. When you interact with these people, you tend to butt heads, right? Whatever they say, you're just really sensitive to it. And whenever you start to talk, they get real sensitive, and then you end up fighting with them. So this technique, I would encourage you to write it down. It's called the VIRE Technique. V-I-R-E. The reason why I'm filming this video with the light coming in this way is because yesterday I was at this place called the Duoceum, and it was basically a cool event. It was like recess for adults. They had a 3D printer and it printed out an object. And I looked at the object and I thought that this would be an interesting tool to demonstrate an idea. What shape does that look like to you guys? Can you see it? The shadow? Right? So somebody might say, hey, that's a square, Paul. That is a square. Someone else might look at that same shape and they say, nah, it's not a square. That's a triangle, man. The thing about that is, it's an interesting shape. This is a shape that can actually be 3 different shapes. It's a 3-dimensional shape, but it can also be a circle. The reason why I wanted to use this is because it all comes down to your perspective and how you're looking at it. It is a circle, and that is true, right? It is a triangle, and then it also is a square. Neither are wrong. They're all true. Now, what we have to understand about interacting with other human beings is they have their own perspectives that are equally as valid. When you're talking to your sister, or when you're talking to your friend, and they're telling you their side, their perspective. What happens with us is we initially just want to hop in and say, no, that isn't a triangle. That is a circle, because that's how we're seeing it, right? We see the circle, they're seeing the triangle. Now, what ends up happening when you do that is the other person just wants to feel validated. They'll fight to the end of the world. Whatever you're talking about is almost irrelevant. I would encourage you to validate their perspective, because their perspective is true and it is real. Otherwise, they wouldn't be saying it, right? They just see things from a different angle. So that's validate. You validate their position. And it's not just BSing them, saying, oh, you're just saying that to please them. A genuine, authentic understanding that that's really how they are seeing that situation, or they're seeing that circumstance. The next step is I, which stands for investigate. So you want to figure out why it is they see it in that way. Okay, so you see it that way, just so I can understand you better, why do you see it in that way? And they're going to go off into their story. Well, this is why I think you don't care about me, Paul, because blah, 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 blah. The next step is R. You want to reiterate in your own words what they've just told you. Let me get this straight. You think that I don't care about you because I didn't call you yesterday. Let's just imagine. I'm just making up some random situation that could happen. You didn't call me on my birthday. Let's just imagine. You know, by talking to you, I found out, whoa, your birthday is really important to you, right? Reiterate to them so I can see why your feelings would be hurt and why you would think that I don't care about you. And then the E is the last thing. The E is educate. You want to educate them on your perspective, how it went down with you. Birthdays just aren't as important to me. Somehow I just feel that other people kind of feel the same way. Actually, yesterday I was with my dad the whole day, and it was this non-stop go, go, go. I really do care. It slipped my mind. I apologize. And initially, that's all we want to do right out the gate is just automatically educate people. No, this is how it is. This is I do care about you. First, you validate their feelings. If you interact on that level using that technique, VIRE, validate, investigate, reiterate, and then finally educate, the communication process is just so much easier versus dealing with somebody who's really charged. I thought this little object was cool because it can be 3 different things: a triangle, a circle, and a square. And just remember, whenever you're talking to somebody else, you know, they have a different perspective, and just because you can't see that perspective doesn't mean that they're wrong. That's it, guys. If you like this video, make sure to like it. If you know anyone that could benefit from this information, why not share the video with them? And if you like videos like this, make sure to subscribe. Until next time, God bless you all. Adios.